Good evening, guys. Am I audible? Yeah, let's wait 5 minutes so others can join. Then we will start this. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hope you are able to see my screen and able to listen my voice clearly. So you can just type S in the chat box if you are able to see my screen and able to listen my voice. Yeah, we will wait 1 minute. So after that, we will start the session. Yeah, guys. So let's start the session. So before starting today's session, I will give a quick introduction about myself. So myself, Pankaj. I have totally 5 years of experience, total 5+ years of experience as a Java developer, and currently I'm working as a software development engineer in US based. And coming to my skill set, like Java, Spring, Boot, Microservices, Linux, and AWS. So that's a quick introduction about myself. So let's get started with our training program. Is this is clear, everyone? You can unmute yourself. So let's start the session. So today we are here to discuss the complete Java package, like, like this complete Java package. And prerequisite for this prerequisite is your time. Like this course, we are starting from very basic level, like from zero. You will learn from basic to advanced. So here we are going to understand as a part of this training. So like if you don't know C, if you don't know C++, or if you don't know Java, then no problem. Because we are going to start from the very basic level. So what all I need is your time, your dedication. So like I'm going to consider all of you as a fresher, and I'm going to think that you don't know anything about programs and you don't know anything about programming languages. So from that level, we are going to understand the Java language. So what are the prerequisites to attend the Java? Only your time. You need to give me minimum 5 to 6 months of time. Then I will make you like a master in Java. So like if you say, can I complete this course in 3 months or 3 months? So no, that is not possible because there are many technologies available. Then all these technologies you need to know. Then only you can become master in Java. Coming to the course content, like core Java, then we will learn advanced Java. In core Java, what we will do, like so the fundamentals of Java, like what is Java, how to install Java, how to write a Java program, and how to complete these programs, how to run the program. All these are included in core Java. So like how to develop small applications using Java, what are OOPS concept, what is exception handling, what is arrays, what are strings, and how to deal with these files, and what are the new features available in Java. So all the programming fundamentals you are going to learn in as a part of core Java. So core Java is mandatory for every programmer because you need to know what is a variable and what is a data type. So if you are suppose you go for DevOps, there also you will need some programming and some scripting will be available. So if you go for software testing, also programming will be available. And if you go for suppose like if you want to survive in IT industry, then programming knowledge is mandatory. And so there are so many people they say that I don't know programming and I want a software job. So no, that is not possible. So nowadays, if you don't know programming, then you are not fit for the IT industry. And every technology requires people who have some knowledge on programming. Like if you go for .NET, programming will be there. If you go for Python, programming will be there. If you go for testing, programming will be there. So any technology you take, programming is required for. So like suppose if I give a problem, like how to solve this that problem, so then also the programming is going to learn as a part of core Java. So we can say like core Java is the basic fundamentals. So core nothing but basic fundamentals will be available, and you are going to learn core. Once core Java is completed, so you say like, can I call myself a Java developer? No, because core Java means just basic of programs, like how to write small programs, how to perform calculations using Java, how to write logics using Java, and that are you going to learn that's a part of core Java. And once core Java is completed, then we will come to advanced Java. And what is the advanced Java? Like what is the meaning of advanced Java? How to develop application using Java. So I want to suppose you want to develop a website. So can you develop the website using core Java only? No, because core Java is nothing, just it is a programming syntax, programming fundamentals. So you are going to learn programming basics only. Programming basics, programming fundamentals, syntax. So all these are included in the core Java. So when it comes to advanced Java, you will get some more knowledge to develop a website. Like suppose you are using Facebook, you are using WhatsApp, and you are using Gmail. So there are so many websites that we all are using. So to develop this such kinds of website, we are going to learn advanced Java. And in this advanced Java, there are three parts we can say, like JDBC, servlets, yes, JDBC servlets, JSP. In our advanced Java, these three we will consider. So like what is JDBC? We can say like JDBC is used to establish connection between Java application and database. So now you will suppose you chat with your friends on WhatsApp. So you will send like good morning, good evening. Like when you open the WhatsApp, suppose tomorrow, then the message will be available there. So from where that message is coming, that is stored somewhere, right? So that is stored in the database. So like programmatically, our website should communicate with the database. So that part we are going to cover in JDBC. Suppose like you say my Java application should communicate with the database, then my Java application should be able to store the data in the database. Then my Java application should be able to retrieve the data from database. Like how the application can communicate with the database, that is where JDBC comes into picture. What is the purpose of JDBC? You can say it is to establish the communication between Java application and database, right? So that is very, very, very important. We can say like for every website, database will available, and every application should communicate with the database. So if Java application wants to communicate with the database, we need to use JDBC. So like now I am developing a program. My program I can run in my system. How can you access my program? Well, for that, I need to make that application available to the internet. Yes or no? Instead of writing in the chat box, you can unmute yourself and response. Hello. Yeah, am I clear? So yeah, like currently we are now next we can say about servlets. So like JDBC is for the database connection. Like suppose now we are assessing Facebook, suppose, and so did we develop the Facebook? No. So like someone else developed the Facebook, we are just using and assessing it over the internet by using our browser. So like are we able to assess using net? And that means whatever program they developed, they kept on the internet and we can only assess it. Similarly, where whatever the Java programs we are developing by using core Java. So suppose if we want to keep our program, so our application on the internet, then we need servlet. So that's when servlet comes into picture. What is the purpose of servlet? To make our application accessible through internet. So like whatever project I am going to develop in my computer, I should be able to access it in my computer. And you should be able to access my application. And for that, we are going to use servlets, right? Next one is JSP. So like JSP, I can say that is outdated in the market. Like currently JSP is outdated in the market. So like, do we need to spend much time on JSP? No, not required. So first of all, what is JSP? Like JSP is used to develop front end of the application using, we can say user interface. Suppose when a user opens Facebook, login button is there, enter your email ID is there, enter your password, click on this link to register. All these are the user interface. So to develop that user interface, we are going to use JSP. But currently JSP is outdated. So instead of using JSP, people are using Angular or React. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Angular, React. So currently Angular and React are having demand in market to develop front end, and JSP is not there in the market. So now do we need to waste our time in learning JSP? No, but I will give you very, very least importance in JSP to our course so that we will complete in very small time because that is not much required. Now what we discuss is like what is core Java and why we are going to learn core Java and what is there in core Java. So we can say like programming syntax, programming basic, programming fundamentals. We are going to learn in core Java. And in advanced Java, what is available? JDBC, Servlet, and JSP. What is the purpose of JDBC? Whatever website you develop using Java, that Java website should be able to communicate with the database. And any Java application, whatever the Java application you develop, if Java application wants to communicate with the database, there is only one option, that is JDBC, right? What is the purpose of servlets? To make our website access to the internet, like whatever website we are developing and whatever applications we are developing, that application we need to provide accessibility to the internet, that we are going to achieve using servlets. And what is JSP? User interface. Front end we are going to develop using JSP, but JSP having demand in market or no? No. So currently JSP is not having much demand in the market. So like why JSP not having much demand in the market? Because it is outdated. And alternate of JSP we can use like Angular is available, React is available. Fine. So after learning all these basics and advanced of Java, we will move to Java frameworks. So next, like we are going to learn Java frameworks. And why we are going to learn Java frameworks? Because once we get a job in company, the projects that we are going to develop by frameworks only. Like say suppose I am working in company and till now there I am using Java frameworks only to develop the applications. Only learning core and advanced don't help. We need to learn the frameworks as well to work in the company. So what are the frameworks available that are used in the market to develop the application in IT industry? So as part of Java frameworks, we need to learn Spring. So the most important concept or the most important technology for every Java programmer is Spring framework. So, so if you don't know Spring, you will not get job. That is 100% sure. And because in every company, project is developed by using Spring only. So Spring is the most important framework for Java people. And if you want to become a Java developer, the ultimate goal, you need to learn Spring. And that is what is happening in the industry. So inside Spring, there is a concept called Spring Core. So Spring Core is available. Then another we can say Spring Boot. So another one is Spring Boot. The Spring Boot is also a part of Spring only. First Spring came into market. Like example, we can say there is a iPhone, comes iPhone 10, and iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, and currently iPhone 15 is also going to come. What is that? That all are upgrades. So upgrades are coming. So we can say the upgrade for Spring framework is Spring Boot. So currently Spring Boot is like we can say it is hotcake in the market. And if in your resume you keep Spring Boot per day, you will get 10 to 15 interview calls. That is sure. And that much demand is there in the market. So like, are you guys getting my point? All right. You can unmute yourself, Alman. Okay, let's move ahead. So in the companies, projects are developed using Spring Boot. Next, we can say I know, microservices. So another thing we need to learn is microservices. So like it is too high for us to discuss microservices in the demo session because microservices is the design pattern that is used to develop the application. And currently we are not that much mature to discuss about microservices. Okay. And we'll also cover some of the real-time tools project. So now along with Spring Boot and microservices, we need to learn some real-time tools like how do the code review, how to do code review, how to store the code, and in the project multiple members will be there. So everybody will write the program. So how to integrate that code, how to check the code quality, and how to deploy that code in server, and what is a server, how to do deployment, then what is Docker, what is Kubernetes, what is Jenkins, GitHub, Maven, Log4j, SonarQube, Jira. So there are so many tools that we are going to use in the company every day. So those tools also you need to learn. And so those tools are called the real-time tools. So after learning all this, we at last we will develop projects using all the concept like core Java, advanced Java, Spring Boot, microservices. We will develop the projects in the last. So after all this completed, after completing all these, like we can say you are equivalent to 3 to 4 years of Java developer experience. Because now in total 5 years of my time, whatever I have learned in the IT, I'm I have done in IT everything I'm going to teach as of now. So I will give you proper plan for the next 5 to 6 months of time. So like next 5 to 6 months of time, you need what I need is your time and dedication. So coming to like course details, duration will be 5 to 6 months. Like there is no compromise. I cannot complete the course in like 2 or 3 months. So that is not possible. So even if I complete, but you cannot digest. So minimum we need 5 to 6 months to complete the course from like basic to advanced for Java to Spring Boot microservices along with the project. Last timings will be 7 to 7 to 8 or 8:30 some days. Depends on the topic, like Indian time. We will provide you soft copy material of everyday classes and daily class videos access will be provided to those who will register. Oh, let me show the code's content one. Like in the core Java, what we are going to cover. Oh, these are the code's content for core Java. Core Java basics. What is Java? Features of Java. Identity, data types, array. Then next module is OOPS concept, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Module 3, exception handling. We will do multi-threading, then inner classes, strings. Next, like file, IO, file writer, file reader, buffer writer. Then serialization. In the main, like in core Java, main topic is like collection. We will spend more times on collection, like list, set, queue, map, hash table, and generics, garbage collection, then Java features. Then I will share these contents with you. So in advanced Java, we have servlets, JDBC, and JSP. Spring Boot and microservices. We'll do introduction like Spring Boot, how we can configure it, and how can we view the pages, then create operation in JSP, in JP and Spring Boot. We will do the REST APIs like post mapping, get mapping response, entity JSON. That we will develop project using all those, whatever we have learned in previous. We will develop a project. We will read microservices, what is microservices and why we are using microservices. Like for course fees, you can contact person. You can WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp on this number, and for fees and all we can discuss there. So this was all. If anyone has any doubts, you can unmute yourself and ask. Like from Monday, we will start the regular session. So today was only the overview of all this, whatever we will learn in next 5 to 6 months. If there is no doubt, you can leave. And if you need to ask something, then you can stay here. For fees, you can contact Shivani at WhatsApp 9175955. Okay, Amir, you can join from Monday. One more. What about fees? For fees, you can contact Shivani. I have shared number.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
So tomorrow is not class there.
No, from Monday we will start.
Okay, sir.
If you don't have any questions, you can leave. Restaurant can remain here. Hello. Okay, let's meet on Monday then.